When we move on to
Patriots Falcons.
Yeah.
Yes, Drake May. Clunky game. The Patriots win. Missed extra point was the tail of the end of this game for the Falcons. Unbelievable. Drake London was nuclear in this game. He had one drive where it felt like he was just one-hand catch everything, which really helped Michael Penix throw for 3 touchdowns in this game. Pop Douglas, the most productive Patriot. Bijan Robinson, a lot of it was through the air. Drake May didn't have to do a ton. He had the interception in the third quarter. He had the fumble before the half. Diggs was okay. They had to move to Henderson in this game, Matthew, because they didn't have Ramondre Stevenson. But this is kind of an ugly fantasy game besides the guy at the top in London.
It really was, but I think if there's a positive to take away from it, like, what a great game for Drake May. It's only his second game since week 2 with fewer than 19 fantasy points. But think about this. Drake May, didn't have a great game and still finished with, 16.4 fantasy points. His QB 15 heading into Monday Night Football. Like if that's his worst game of the season, you'll take that. He didn't sink you as well. Travion Henderson played 75% of the snaps. Didn't produce much, but more often than not, again, because the Falcons have a good defense, this is kind of an ugly, low-scoring game, just kind of blah. But if you're telling me that Travion Henderson's getting 18 touches a week, I will sign up for that right here, right now.
Yeah, the issue is just Ramondre could be back. And also they play the Bucs run defense next week on the road, which is not a good matchup. This Falcons team, there's so many positives in terms of Drake London's performance and Penix being able to get him the ball. It's just not a well-run team in Atlanta. No. They lose the game because of a premature snap and then an intentional grounding from Michael Penix, where everyone's just freaking out. They just don't do smart team things. And that just manifests itself time and time again. Their season is now 3-5. They lose to the Colts. It's pretty much curtains. They've fallen 2 games behind the Panthers, let alone the Bucs, top of the division. So a bit of a mess all around, but still, it's a pretty streamlined offense where you're obviously starting Drake London and Bijan every week. If you're feeling lucky, roll the Kyle Pitts dice. But outside of that, it's not great in Atlanta.
Big game for Michael Penix with the career-high 3 touchdown passes, but just, and actually chipped in 19 rushing yards. Don't buy it at all.
There's no rhythm in this game.
No, it's weird.
We need a big play, Drake London.
Yeah.
Oh, we're, 3 bad plays. Okay, play action down the field. Hopefully Bijan does something special in the pass game. Yeah. There's no flow with the offense, like you said. I think the stats in this game, unfortunately, lie. And this is a team that I really like, the trio on offense, but I just wouldn't bake this in every week.
Yeah, Drake London just absolutely ridiculous. Detective insane. Drake London, a friend of the podcast. The only thing I want to say for this game, 2 other things real quickly, is Pop Douglas has the big game here, but, played 33% of the routes, just 42% route precision this season. He's made a couple of big plays, but he's just not somebody that earns target as a high share. I don't know that you can count on it. The weird part is that other than Drake May, I really like the Patriots as a team. I think they're a good team. I think they're well coached. I think it's a good offense. I don't feel like there's anyone on that team other than Drake May that you feel good about starting. In any given week, Diggs could go off, Pop Douglas. We'll see if Kayshon Boutte comes back. He left this game.
He's day-to-day with the Mike Vrabel just said, day-to-day with the hamstring. Isn't going to practice early in the week. They're going to give Kyle Williams the opportunities in that role.
So you're not. Hunter Henry was hot early, and it seems to have disappeared recently as well. And then you think about this running back room again, even in a game which it should have been the Travion Henderson show, he got 33% of the Patriots' red zone rush attempts. Right? Was Terrell Williams right?
Jennings,
Jennings, you're just okay, wait.
Right.
It's
frustrating.
Is Travion Henderson ever going to happen? I don't think it's ever going to happen in the kind of way people expected it to in the preseason, where
Ty
he
Mason,
was just red hot.
With the question here, Matthew, is London a top 5 wide receiver, or is it a chance to sell high? Well, you're running out of time to sell high.
And what's weird? Can I say both?
It depends what you can get.
Sort of depends on what you can get. Do I think this is his best game of the season? I do. So, that's in theory, could you sell high off of this? Yes. But do I think he's a top 5 fantasy wide receiver? I think he's borderline. He's definitely a top 10 fantasy wide receiver. If he's 5 versus 7, does it matter? Is he a locked-in every week starter where you're not worried about who the matchup is? Yes.
I think the only 3, you definitely want JSN, Puka, and Chase over Drake London. You probably want CeeDee Lamb over him as well. And then after that, I don't think there's anyone definitively. He's kind of Justin Jefferson.
Which is crazy.
Yeah, because Justin Jefferson's I think, more talented than Drake London, but ultra-talented wide receivers with shaky young quarterbacks, so you just don't know week to week.
I think I'd want Rashee Rice more than him. I think I would. I feel better about
tricky
Mahomes and the Chiefs offense than I do about Penix and the Falcons offense.
Shea Rice was on a milk carton in the second half. I don't know where he went.
Yeah. The Bills always play them well in the regular season, and then the playoffs is just...
But
Bills are saving it all up for the regular season matchup.
But Drake London is right there in that Rashee Rice, Amon-Ra St. Brown, conversation.
Reliability, target share, and all the things you love.
Yeah.
The thing you like about Drake London is that just the target share is just going to be monstrous
no matter what.
Week in, week out. Yeah. Hey, it's Matthew Berry from NBCSports.com and RotoWorld.com, and I want to thank you so much for watching whatever it is you just watched, or if nothing else, being too lazy to click out of the autoplay after this video started, after whatever it is you actually wanted to watch finished. But now that you're here, I'd like to take a moment here to ask you respectfully now, okay? I'm asking you respectfully to subscribe to the NFL on NBC YouTube channel. You'll get the latest RotoWorld fantasy news headlines, all sorts of great shows, including my own Fantasy Football Happy Hour. So go subscribe now. Again, I'm asking respectfully.